Welcome back to Road to Fire. If you're new here, we're a family of three documenting our journey to FIRE, financial independence, retire early. Today we want to share our July net worth update. We update our net worth at the end of every month to track to our FI goal. So how do you calculate your net worth? It's really quite simple. To find your net worth, here's a rule of thumb I use. Take what you own, find its value, and minus that from what you owe. And essentially you have your net worth. It's really that simple. You will need to tally up all the items you own, such as stocks, cash, investments, housing, car, personal items. Then you need to identify its value and minus it from what you owe, such as debt. Your goal is to essentially have more assets and liabilities, creating a positive net worth. For us, we don't get into the small items that we own. We don't add in our computers or our purses or diamond rings, which are assets that have value. But for this tracker, we only focus on bigger items, such as houses, which we currently do not have yet, cars, investments, and cash. To be completely candid, I'm not happy with our current net worth based on our age and our income. I feel like I'm behind and running to catch up with others. Maybe it's just me, but we have a lot of work to do. Let's get into our real numbers. So our assets are made up into three main sections: our cars, our investments, and our cash reserves. For our two cars, we own a Tesla 2019 version and an Audi 2016. And these are their current values as of June, about $65,000. No big changes from month over month. We usually update our car values every couple of months to get the most current value of it. For our liquid assets, we have about $27,000 in cash as of today. And that includes our emergency accounts and a couple of sinking funds we have. We've been working on paying off debt a lot lately, so we have a little less cash than usual on hand because we're making that trade-off between saving more and paying down debt. So for our retirement, we have about $145,000 in our 401k at our work, our IRAs, and our Roths. We also have about $25,000 in a brokerage account split between Vanguard and Robinhood. I shared what platforms we use to invest in last week and will link that video below. Our overall liquid assets are about $200,000 and our total assets are about $265,000. Okay, let's talk about the not so fun stuff, our current liabilities. So we're lucky to not have any student loans, any credit card debts. We don't have a mortgage right now, no home equity loans, no personal loans. We essentially only have two car loans. We have the Tesla and the Audi. And as of today, the loan balance is $55,764. Again, our strategy is to attack the Audi first because it's depreciating faster, has a higher interest rate, and it's a car that really doesn't have a lot of value left in it. Essentially, we owe more to the car than the car is actually worth right now, which is a little disappointing. Our goal is to have the Audi paid off by fall. So that kind of sums up our overall liabilities because we really don't have a lot of loans. Looking into July net worth total, as of right now, our current assets are about $262,000 and our current liabilities are about $55,000. That makes our overall net worth just over $207,000. Now, am I happy about where we are? Not really, as this total net worth is lower than our gross income for 1 year. So we really need to be pushing it harder this year. Our goal is to get closer to $250,000, $275,000 as a net worth by the end of the year. We just started tracking our net worth in May. We do see some good progress month over month, and that's mainly due to our cash reserves increasing and us paying down debt. As everybody knows, the market has been really upside down lately, particularly with the long-term steady investments. I shared our debt progress update last week, and I will link that below as well. But essentially, we've been paying on debt heavily starting June and July of this year. Our main focus is to continue to increase our net worth and hopefully hit that $250,000, $275,000 marker by the end of the year. So I was curious and I wanted to check what net worth was by age, so I got this fact sheet from NerdWallet. This doesn't give me much comfort. I'm still a little disappointed where we are in our net worth, but it gives me a reference to how I'm pacing against my peers. We fall here, but I know these numbers don't take into account the astronomically high student loans that most young people carry, as well as stagnant wages in the last 2 decades. So I do think this chart is slightly unfair because those are a lot of hurdles that many millennials are facing. But it does help to ground me a little bit. We are tracking 9.1% to our FIRE goal, with hopes to reach around 15% by the end of the year. We've got a long way to go and a lot of grinding to do, but we still are hopeful that that goal is attainable. Thanks for watching our video. I hope you enjoyed it, but don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends.